hereby sentence you to 2,500 consecutive life sentences plus 1,000 years. Once you pass away, you will receive an attempted escape charge with an additional 200 years being added to your sentence, which you will begin serving in the afterlife once you get to hell. Should you be reincarnated after your death and return to Earth as another person, you will be arrested at birth and you will spend your entire next life in the state penitentiary.
I hope you die in prison as well.
The woman lured a man to meet and killed him. She thought that if she was a minor, she wouldn't go to prison. But then the judge's words shocked her. Frenecha Torres, 17 years old, from Gwinnett County, Georgia, in collusion with 17-year-old Nicholas Evans and 18-year-old Khalil Miller, intended to rob 21-year-old William Tonchez. Torres agreed in advance to provide sexual services to Tonchez for $300 and agreed to meet on a secluded path. When Tonchez arrived, this group of teenagers rushed forward and brutally beat him up, then took away his mobile phone and other valuable items. After growing tired of the violence, the three people pulled out a weapon and hit Tonchez, killed him on the spot. They then abandoned him behind a house. In court, Torres was indifferent to the entire trial process, arrogantly convinced that she would not face serious consequences due to her age. However, when she learned that she was charged with felony murder and robbery, she could no longer remain calm and showed extreme fear. The judge ultimately sentenced the three people to life imprisonment without parole. Do you think this verdict is fair?
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and yeah, I think it was actually justified. And this is crazy because I know when people listen to my videos, they be thinking I be on some Sambo shit. I'm not gonna say Uncle Tom because Uncle Tom is actually the good guy. Read a book if you didn't know that. But yeah, a lot of people are gonna probably say that like I be cooning. I don't. I think that if you do something like this, they need to lock you up. I've always only been like pro means to an end crime. Like I've never done, in the words of Tupac, I ain't never did a crime I have to do. They didn't have to lure this nigga and kill him. They could have just got the bread. I'm assuming he must have put up some type of resistance. You still don't blick nobody down. I forgot who said it, but it's a famous saying that this is a robbery, not a homicide. I think it comes from Paid in Full. But that's a true story. This is a robbery, not a homicide. We don't want to kill anybody. The main objective of doing any criminal activity is to get the bread. Now, every now and again, you got to take somebody out and hide the body and shit like that. But that's namely just to get away with, I guess, another crime. Like if I heisted a bank or heisted stole a whole bunch of jewelry, did a jewelry heist, like the niggas that robbed Kim Kardashian and Kanye West back in a few years ago. Yeah, I would understand like you're snuffing my Cody out because I don't want you telling, my nigga. So you got to get snuffed. Or I don't know, like the mob. Most of the time when the mob killed people is because we didn't want you to talk and want you to cooperate with authorities. But namely, they was about the money. Hell, they didn't even want to sell cocaine because cocaine caused people to become junkies, namely made men. And that was bad for business because if you became a junkie, there was a high possibility of you actually running your lips and telling on La Costa Nostra. So they took you out back and whacked you. I understand that. This, I guess they didn't want to get caught, so they snuffed my man. But this is stupid because they weren't gonna get no life sentence. He was only gonna get like maybe 5 years. Probably not even that. Hell, they could have got away with it. He would have told on them. I don't know. He probably would have told on them. The girl probably. But this, even still, like killing somebody because of a robbery, I would have just got the money and left. I would have left it up to him to see if he was actually gonna tell. He probably wasn't even gonna tell. But yeah, they dug a ditch for themselves, and her thinking that she was gonna get out of it because she was a minor. Well, that was stupid. Who thinks that? Like, you go to jail. Like, you had to know that if you lure somebody and rob them and kill them, you're going to jail. But this generation, they kind of stupid. They don't use critical thinking skills. Like, I was charged as a minor for a crime that I didn't do, but the court system didn't give a fuck. Once I turned 18, they recharged me as an adult, and I had to answer to the charges when I was damn near 30 years old. But that's another episode for another time. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your peoples. Let your peoples watch this, because they might think it's entertaining. Hell, show it to somebody else. They may learn something. Or if you're under the age of 25, listen to my shit. I'm dropping the knowledge that you could probably use. Because a lot of these people, the younger generation, they like to talk shit and call niggas old and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, y'all not doing crime right. There's certain things you can get away with, like robbery. You can turn a robbery that could have probably got you 5 years in prison, if that, because you were a juvenile, to 60 years in prison. Like, make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. So yeah, you might learn something. Like I said, I kick knowledge or science or whatever you into. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.